My cousin and I had this endless game we called the Lie Olympics. The rules were simple. One of us had to say something outrageous with a completely straight face, the other had to believe it for at least a second, and then came the finish with a little smile and a just kidding. If you fell for it, that was a point. The more absurd the lie and the more nervous you made the other person, the better. We said ridiculous things to each other with deadly serious faces, that we were moving to another country, that someone mother had seen a browsing history, that one of us had used the other toothbrush to clean sneakers. Everything was delivered without blinking, just waiting for the reaction. It was a war of pride. One time she convinced me I was being sent away to live with relatives in another country, and I cried like a child. I got revenge by telling her I had swapped her shampoo with hair removal cream, and she refused to speak to me all afternoon. Point for me, it was never just about lying. It was about knowing each other so well that the real challenge was figuring out when something was too absurd to be true and when it was not. By high school, we were still doing it. She would stop me in the hallway and tell me something like a teacher had called or I had failed a test. I would panic for a second and then she would grin. Just kidding. It was our language. That is why one afternoon when she calmly told me that maybe I could have her room because she was moving to the couch, I did not react right away. I thought it was just another round. But the ending never came. No smile, no classic just kidding. She just kept staring at the television. I asked if she was okay and she said yes, just tired. I asked if she was really tired or just tired of homework and she repeated that nothing was wrong. I did not push. That was how we worked. When something hurt, we covered it with jokes. I figured she was overwhelmed by exams or a fight with friends. For days after that she stayed strange, quieter, dimmer. I did not want to force anything because we were never the kind of people who talked seriously. I told myself it would pass. Then one day I saw her crying in the laundry room. She did not see me. She was sitting on the floor with her sweatshirt wrapped over her hands, trying not to make any sound. That was the part that hit me hardest. She was not just hurting, she was trying to hide it even while breaking apart. I froze. My first instinct was to say something stupid to make her laugh, something about a laundry emergency or murderous detergent, anything. But I could not. It was not a moment for jokes. I walked away without saying a word and hated myself for it. That night I passed by her room. The door was slightly open. I wanted to go in and say something important, but I had no idea how to break years of habit. In the end, I just stood at the doorway and said quietly that, by the way, she was winning 11-9. There was silence for a few seconds and then I heard her laugh. Small, but real. She never said just kidding about the couch, and I never found the courage to ask what it had actually meant. Sometimes, I think that was the exact moment I knew something serious was wrong, even though neither of us knew yet how to say it without hiding it behind a lie.